Good morning, viewers. I am Dr. Radhika, professor in Computer Science and Engineering. Now I am going to discuss about the topic conversions of number systems. In the conversions of number systems, now I am going to convert the number system decimal to octal and also the reverse process, that is octal to decimal. So now in this class I am going to discuss two different types, that is decimal to octal and octal to decimal. So in the previous class we have already seen decimal to binary number system and similarly the binary to decimal number system. So now we will see from the default number system decimal how we can convert a number to octal number system. So now we will take an example. For example, if you take 101. 101 is an example of decimal number system. So the base is 10. Now you have to convert this number to the octal number, that is 8. So what is this equivalent number? So here what you have to do is you have to perform LCM. You have to perform LCM. So for example here you will take 101. So now first of all with what number we have to perform the LCM? That is into which number system we want to convert, that number system is the primary here. So now you are converting from decimal to octal number system. So here decimal is the default and 8 is the octal is the conversion number system. So what is the base of octal number system? It is 8. So that's why here you have to consider 8 as the base value. So that's why you have to find the LCM with 8. This is important. You have to find the LCM with 8. So whenever you are performing this process, so you have to consider that the division is so much important here. So here you should perform integer division. So in computers we have two different types of divisions, that is integer division and floating point division. So whenever if both the numerator and the denominator both are integers, then you should perform only integer division. So that means the integer division stops if the number is not divisible. So but in the case of floating point division, it is same as in mathematics. That is you can add with a decimal point and you can continue the division. So here you should perform only the integer division. I will show an example how to perform the integer division. For example, if you take 101. So 101 must be divided with 8. How many times? How many times 101 it will be divisible? So it will be divisible by how many times? So it will be divisible first of all one time. So one time means here you will get 8. So 8 ones are 8. So that's why the remainder is 2 and you will get this one. Now again for 21, how many times? It is 2 times. So that is 2 8s are 16. So now what is the answer here? 21 minus 16, it is 5. So generally for integer division, here the process will stop. Okay, so that means what? Placing a decimal here and adding a 0 here, this will be only for the floating point division. So here the division stops if the number is not divisible. So 5, 8 is not divisible, so that's why the division stops here. So here we will get two answers. So in the case of floating point division, only we will concentrate on the coefficient, but here we have the concentration on both the coefficient, this is the coefficient and this is the remainder. So here both are important for us in the case of integer divisions. So here we got two answers, one is the coefficient and another one is the remainder. So here you have to consider both the values. So here you have to place the coefficient, that is 12, and the remainder must be placed here, that is 5, like this. So this is how you can perform the division, integer division. So now this process must be continued until you get a 0 here. So now again it must be divided with 8. Again it must be divided with 8. So here what you have to do is again you have to divide 12 with 8. How it is performed again? 12. So 12 ones are, 8 ones are 8. Now what is the remainder? It is 4. So now again place the value of coefficient here and the remainder value 4 here. So again this process continues. So again you have to divide with 1 with 8. So generally students will do a mistake here. So that's why this is also very much important in the case of integer division. So here also you have, even though 1 is not divisible by 8, it should be divided with 8. So how you will get the answer here? So is 1 divided by 8? It is not divisible by 8. So that's why we will give it as 0. 0 8s are how much? It is 0. And what is the remainder? 1. So here in the case of when 1 is divided by 8, the coefficient is 0 and the remainder is 1. This is very much important thing that you have to consider in the case of integer division. Okay, so this is very much important regarding integer division in the case of in computers. Okay, so this is very much important. You have to remember this, how it will be performed with both the numerator and the denominator are integers. So again place the values. So what is the coefficient value here? 0. And what is the remainder value? It is 1. Okay, what is the remainder value? It is 1. Okay, so now what is now the process will be stopped here because here we got the 0. So this process must continue until you get a value 0 here. So now this process ends here. So this process has been ended here. Now you have to write the answer. So how you can write the answer is, so you have to write the number from bottom to top. So that is the equivalent number of 101 base 10 is, so you write the number in the reverse, that is from bottom to top, 1 4 5. It is 1 4 5. So this is base how much? It is base 8. At the beginning while discussing about the number system, we have discussed about how to represent the octal numbers. Octal numbers are always represented starting with a 0 or O or small o. Okay, they are represented with O. So that's why here you have to place a O here. That is the equivalent 101, that is 101 decimal number. The equivalent octal number is 145. This is the equivalent decimal number. This is the equivalent octal number for the decimal number 101. So this is how you can convert from decimal to octal. So now this process is completed. Now we will see what is the how to convert the reverse, that is from octal to decimal. So already we have converted a number from decimal to octal. Suppose if you do the reverse process, that is from octal to decimal, again you should get the same number. That should also be checked here. So that checking can also be done here. So now we will take, for octal number we will take this number as our number now, and then we will perform the process for finding the decimal number. So finally we should get this answer. So now for octal number I am taking which number? I am taking as 145. So 145 base how much? It is base is 8. So what is the equivalent? Now we want to find which one? We want to find the equivalent decimal number. We want to find the equivalent decimal number. So now the process starts. So here what is the base of octal number? It is 8. So that's why first of all write the number 1, 4, 5 like this separately. Okay. Then start the base 8 with powers of 0, incrementing by 1 1. So that is from the last, that is 8 power 0, next 8 power 1 and 8 power 2 and so on like this. So it should be incremented by 1 1 power. Okay. So this is how we have to write. So now what you have to do is, you have to multiply these two. So that is 5 into 8 power 0. And this is 4 into 8 power 1. And these two are 1 into 8 square. So this is, you will get it like this. Okay. Next, what you have to do? Now, you elaborate this one. So 5 into 8 power 0 is how much? 1. Plus 4 into 8 power 1 is 1. Plus 1 into 8 square is 64. Okay. Now, again, simplify this one. 64 into 1 is 64 plus 4 8s are how much? It is 32 plus 5 1s are 5. 5 1s are 5. So now find the total. 64 plus 32 means it is 96. 96 plus 5, it is 101. So did we get the same number from where we have started? So we will get the same number. So the answer for octal number 145 is 101. The decimal number is 101. So this is how we can convert from decimal to octal and octal to decimal. So in this class we have discussed two different conversions of your number systems, that is decimal to octal and octal to decimal. So this is how we can do the conversions in between the number systems. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.